next on the one who has changed the songs from back to the 90s. We're gonna make it a little bit more cool, a little bit more 2020. We have our assistant director, Necito Gomez, scenographer, Neo Infante, and of course you guys heard the director is Paolo.
Excuse me, TV naman.
Lahat sila may history with trumpets.
TV naman.
Why don't we name some of our cast? We have like a huge cast. Let's start with the brothers, RJ De La Fuente, Carlos Canlas, Paul Anthony Valdez, Neo Rivera, Jim Ferrer, Renz Bernardo, Andre Pan, Matthew Barbers, John Paul Bosco, Joshua Ade Valenzola, Guido Gatmay, Aldo Vencilao, sorry guys, Alice Sardenia, Joey Logdat, Ollie Paz, Samantha Libao, and Dean Francisco. There's two little boys that aren't here, Eli Estrella and Eli Luis. Of course, you guys heard Kayla Rivera, Sam Concepcion, Wayne Escalante. We're missing Mr. Carlo Orosa and of course Ozzy Gamora is saving it for the show. Saving it for the show.
Very revered.
Yes.
His actor, Necito Gomez. Ayan, Pogi.
Yes, sir.
Wendy. Ayan, bati ka muna sa
Yeah, thank you so much everybody for
Ayan, ayan, may kasamang virus.
hindi ba ito?
Hindi siya galing China.
Thank you so much for being here, po. Thank you for taking time, I know from your very busy schedules, to be here. I hope everyone's doing okay. Enjoy your food. We'll just talk a little bit about the show. Thank you for giving us the time, and thank you for allowing us to do this. And thank you for listening. We have a show that we're very proud of. We have a great team, and this is the big comeback, not of myself, but of Trumpets. So thank you. I'm just gonna sit down. Salamat po.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, family and friends from the media, do you guys have any questions?
Questions? Sit here. Saktong-sakto yung puti yung gabi.
Oh.
Ayan.
Ask them questions.
Yes, yes. Yes. Paolo is in Bohol, sadly. Pero proud naman siya sa show. Proud sa show, nasa Bohol lang talaga siya. In demand po kasi si Direk Paolo. Wala, nasa Bohol. Bohol. In demand kasi siya. Yan. Sige, Trixie.
Hi everyone, I'm Trixie from Palabas Tayo and Pinoy Screen and Stage. My first question ay para kay Audie and Sam. So, ano yung kaibahan nito from before? I mean, meron bang iniba sa Jokes of the Dreamer para maging mas fit siya dun sa sa mga nangyayari ngayon?
That's exactly the same.
Yes. Yeah, it's very, very different from the cast here. It's already a very, very young cast, I would say. And yes, to be honest. The music is by Mike Salomon. So he can tell you more about how his process and how he recreated in some way the music. It's directed by Paolo Valenciano, one of the most, if not the most, in demand concert directors. It's his first time to direct a musical, so his expertise in staging, you will see here in this show, of course, assisted directed by Nel Gomez, and the tandem is just it's great. They work together really well. So it's very different. The music, the staging, and the choreography pala is by MJR na. He's a coach of para siyang theater/concert hybrid. Yeah.
I have...
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yung nung si Paolo signed on board, isa lang ang hiningi niya sa akin. Tito Od, sabi niya, can I have the freedom to work with the script? Kasi itong script na ito sinulat ni Freddy Santos. So medyo sacred sa amin yun, di ba? Pero sabi ko, ako bahala kay Tito Freddy. So kinausap ko si Freddy, sabi ko, Fred, is it okay for Paolo to move around the material? Kasi iba na daw ang sensitivities ng kabataan. Example, mga panahon namin, merong butler na parang, Japanese ang kanyang karakter. Sabi ni Paolo, Tito Ods, hindi na pwede yan. It's politically incorrect. Kids will walk out if you make fun of, if you have racist jokes and stuff like that. So, he's changing it completely. And at first, I have to admit, natakot ako. Kasi ang feeling ko, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And if it ran for 10 years, it has to have had something about it that was special. Ang takot ko is, baka sa pag-ayos sa pag-politically correct, sa politically correct ni Paolo, baka mawala yung comedy. But it was a fate of the old people entrusting it to the young people. And I was so happy when I went to rehearsals a week ago, and we did our dramatic scene in the end, and there was not a dry eye in the studio. So I said, it's even more powerful now that Paolo fixed it to this time than it was when we did it. Kasi kami noon parang comedy lang siya eh. Ngayon parang ang lalim. But this guy, if you heard, the music is, the big challenge is to find a Joseph and this is the kid. Then to find a director, and we found Paolo. But to find a musical director that would change the music, and I don't recognize the music anymore because this guy. Kung may iniba, marami po. Ayan, yeah. Any question?
Pinuri ka. Kina sila, pinuri ka nila.
Thank you for that. It's an honor and a pressure to work with you. Napanood ko tong show na to noong 1999 who played the Joseph that died. And there was a bonus na tumakbo si Gary sa handsome sa last na he joined the show. And I remember that night. So, yun, ginamit ko siyang springboard to start a new year. Happy January 35. Ayun lang. Thank you. Lexi?
I have another question for Sam naman. I wonder, kasi alam ko nung maaga kayo nag-start nag-rehearse for this, right? And kakatapos lang, Killer Bride. So I wonder kung nag-overlap siya. And kung nag-overlap man, paano mo na kasi the character was, di ba, caught sa gray area, your character and Killer Bride, and this one is very light, very happy.
Yeah, very, very different. It did overlap. I think I overlapped 3 things a month. So I was doing Killer Pride. We're shooting this HBO show called Half Worlds, and rehearsals for this. And then that's why I rehearsed early in November. Kasi medyo mga first 2 weeks of Jan, nawala ako because I was shooting every day. Yeah, very, very different things, very different practices, disciplines. Pero this show, Joseph the Dreamer, is the one I wanted to really focus on. I didn't want to miss any days because theater is very demanding, and it's been medyo rusty din ako. I'm coming in a little cold after a 10-year hiatus from the theater stage. So there's a lot of adjustments. There's so much room to learn and grow, and we've been grinding every day since January. So a lot of adjustments, but it's been good. It's coming together.
Thank you.
Thank you. Questions? Frida? Ayan. Frida, from Theater Fans Manila.
Just as a follow-up to what she asked to Sam, so what about the material? Why did you decide to make this your musical theater comeback?
First, the music. There's so many reasons. The music is beautiful, for one, and we have Mike Salomon on board, great music. So yun pa lang. Because if he's doing it, then I know we're in good hands. We have an all-star team, I feel, in this production, and it's a project that's very hard to say no to. How many people can say they play Joseph, a very demanding role, the singing, the acting, and the dancing. This show is also very dance-heavy, I would say, and it's a challenge that I wanted to take on, and there are big shoes to fill, having Tito Odi and Tito Gary, who were the original Josephs. I'm just thankful to be given this opportunity, and I won't let it. I couldn't let it pass. Yeah.
Magpapalit ng mic seat sa...
Kailangan na ito ng battery.
Oo. Pumuputok-putok siya. Lea Saterio from...
Saan ka ba?
Good afternoon. Let me ask Jan Cas, how did you get into your roles now? Because considering most of you were not even born yet when the first season of Joseph the Dreamer was happened.
I'm sure magsimula tayo ni Carlos kasi pinanganak na siya noon. Pinanganak na noon, di ba?
To be honest, I'm into theater. I've been doing theater for a couple of years already, but I haven't seen Joseph the Dreamer. Ito yung show na never ko pa napanood. So when I was actually doing Pamilya Maleta with Trumpets, then they announced for the audition for JTB, and I tried. So sabi ko, and then when they announced that they're looking for parang ages 16 to 40, sumabit po ako. I'm actually 40 years old. And I'm not really expecting that I'll be, theater. So sabi ko, okay, I'm gonna try my best to audition. And then I did. And then I got in. So, thank you, Trumpets.
Hindi naman halata.
Hindi halata.
Any other jumper cast?
Dito.
Dito, the youngest. The real youngest. Hello. How old are you now, Dito?
I'm 17. I'm 17.
Yes.
I think I've never seen the show. Of course, I was not before. So I guess the first thing I really did was always go back to the source material, which is of course the Bible. Her story was this elaborate and this detailed. And then, of course, I played the role of Benjamin, the youngest son of Jacob, and the actual brother of Joseph. It was hard to look for some parts because he's not really that mentioned since he's in later on the story. So after that, I had to go through many different source materials. You know, I had to look at his tribe for reference on how he grew up. I had to look for actually the original album. By the way, so different from the one that we have now. And and eventually they invited all of us to watch Joseph the Dreamer, the one with Gary. Yeah, so we have, I think Sir Butch Jimenez had the video, and that's when we watched it. I was like, okay, I think I'm gathering all this source material, and then with all the raw material, now with the guidance of Sir Pao, of course, making it directional and making it more heartfelt and more powerful, he helped kind of guide me through the role. I'm playing two ages. I'm playing a 12-year-old and later on a 24-year-old person. I don't know how to play a 24-year-old. I'm not yet there, but of course with the direction of Kuya Nelsito and Sir Pao, you know, they helped make my character alive. Not just with the source material, not just with the Bible, but through every experience I've been through. Sir Carlo.
Yeah. Si Guido ang bida ng Luber the Happiness ng Brothers. Diba? Tama ba? Tama na. Any other? Neo. Straight from Adarna.
He's also understudying Joseph.
Yes. Yes po.
Ano po yung question?
Oh, yes. Same answer po with Guido, and I went back to Genesis. So, review ano yung story ni Joseph, and with I played Judah sa show. So, medyo elaborate yung story ni Judah sa Bible. So, it kind of helped me in a way to develop the character, and also marrying it with the material now, and with the help of Nel and Derek Pao on how to really work on the character and adding my personal take on it. So, in a way, 50-50 personal take and also research and character building. So, yun po.
Thank you. We have some hip hop. We have a lot of hip hoppers in the cast. First time to act. So maybe you can ask some of the hip hoppers.
Paul, Sal, Colin.
Check. Ayan. The hip hoppers. Ayan. Tignan natin.
Sam.
Raise your
Ayan.
hand if you're a hip hopper.
Raise hip hopper. Yes. How is it doing theater from your previous
It's very interesting. We're learning a lot every day, and I feel like it's really beneficial for our career because I feel so all around now. yes, triple threat.
Triple threat. Ayan. Grabe, ubus na yung kiss ko dito sa press ko na to
So yeah, doing this like for the first time, meron na no audition like, I don't know how to sing. I was like, just get my phone and reading the lyrics of my song, and then I was like, okay, and my hands are shaking like this.
Aside from being a brother. So, yeah, this is totally.
Ayan.
This is totally different from the past production because us brothers, we're also playing different roles. So if you come watch the show, as in magugulat kayo, the next scene iba na yung characters namin. So this is kind of hard for us, challenge also. Yeah, for a smaller cast. So we're so excited and nervous at the same time.
Thank you. So, meron question from total 4, Mio and Nelsito.
Since did you make any changes or sorry?
I actually joined Joseph the Dreamer in 1992. I was still young then. Ano pa? Okay, pa. Not kidding. So I actually was very honored to be asked to design Joseph the Dreamer now, and it's actually a challenge. I haven't seen several generations of Joseph. I actually was in the 90s Joseph, the early 90s Joseph. Ralph and we went on tour. And then I joined I also was same as Simeon in the Gary V, 99. And then even in the Franco and Alvin school tours, I also played Simeon and Warden. So I've kind of seen a lot of Joseph the Dreamers. And in fact, I was looking at my photos, prints, the other day for JTV roll call. I mean, the set and the call, it was a challenge for me to design this. However, the thing is really it's the brief. When early on when we were talking with Pao and Tito Odi and the creative team, it's still basically source material and how we want to do it. Also, the fact is that we're at the Maybank, and the Maybank presents a lot of different challenges also. As it went to tour in the different shows, and also Meralco and Ultra and Connect Astrodome and all these things. But yeah, I'm doing sets and costumes this time. I used to do assist Freddie for sets, and I used to help out with the costumes also with Freddie. But this time, for Joseph the Dreamer, this is the first time that I'm doing both sets and costumes. It's a little bit daunting, but actually it's fun. I go to Divisory every day. We're reimagining, as you said, we're reimagining the show so that it fits well with what we want to do, which is making it palatable to the audience now, especially the millennials who are very, as I said, very sensitive with the sensitivities are very what do you call that? Refined. And also of course we want to cater to the families also and to the people who have seen Joseph the Dreamer. So it's really quite different from it's a reimagined, recreated look for Joseph the Dreamer.
I did not watch the show back then, so it was also interesting coming in to assist Pao for this. I had my vision of this was blank, absolutely blank, and I just took from it what was there, and then I can be in the objective opinion, and then when Corinne created the script, Pao told me what he wanted and everything. We still wanted to retain the heart of the 80s production as much as possible. Tito Freddy's story, absolutely. But then we knew that we had to make some changes for 2020. Things are different now, and theater does not live in a bubble. It has to transform, it has to move, it has to be valid now and move people now. And when we got into that, we started picking up, and many hands have helped us with the script. Tita Luna Inocean, Tito Jaime Del Mundo. We were constantly going back and forth at this scene, take this out, put this line in. I mean, it's wonderful working in an original production because you have that freedom and you can see what works, what doesn't work in the rehearsal room, so it's always exciting. And then we finally found the seed in which I think we really wanted to, house this version of the show, and it's a story of forgiveness. That everybody has a fault, but we have a perfect God who will forgive us. And that's the angle in which we hope when you come see the show, that's what's going to come out. Oh, sure.
This show is very anointed. It's actually a show. When I was doing, I was on board actually about last year or a year and a half ago, and Jingai told me that we're doing Joseph the Dreamer, and we're doing it for, of course it's digital now. But the songs are so anointing, and it actually speaks to each and every. Sometimes I'm on the road and I just turn it on. It's like, oh my God, it's the Lord speaking to me in this particular song, and it's really anointing. And I hope I hope this, and I know actually that this will move a lot of people in on different levels. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
How is it working with the power?
Oh my god, so much fun. We hit it off like right away. As soon as he said blah blah blah, and we started talking, had a couple of drinks, many drinks. No, but we hit it off right. I can fill out sentences that he's about to say, and then we have this little cute thing every time we come up with a really cool idea. We jump around like children, being all like, yes, that's good, we'll add it. And then, so it's been a blast. He's such a wonderful person and I really have to say, Paolo loves this show so much. This guy's passion to make this work, to share this story, he is so enthusiastic about it. And as an anchor, to anchor that as assistant director, it's wonderful. So yeah, he loves this show very much.
Okay. Since working with Trumpets.
Actually, my role is a new addition to the musical because the song was originally sung by the warden's mother. And even at the very last, we weren't sure if she was going to be part of this production. And I'm so glad she is because for me, this is legacy. And I was part of the 99 production as part of the ensemble. And to see Audie, who's fathered practically everyone in Trumpets, take on Jacob and be their father on stage. And to see Gary's son, Paolo, take this on. This is a legacy. This is something you can really pass on to your children. And you'd think the message would diminish, but no, because the vessel evolves. It's so wonderful. I remember as a chorus member in 99, and I said yes to this, not knowing if there was a part, even to go back to what I used to do as ensemble, because it was the best part. You got to sing each and every song. That's 2 hours of praise and worship. How often do you get that opportunity? I wanted to be back in that space. And now I just get to sing one song. But I begged them for my mic to be kept on the entire time. So you might have a spot dito in. I might ask Mio to make me costumes so I can just sneak into every song. Yeah, so that's the meaning of Joseph the Dreamer to me. It's legacy. Jacob passed on the cult, and we will pass this on to our children.
One of the changes that Paolo put in was that kasi yung history nito, di ba, narrator lang. So nung ang first version ni Freddy, at nagdala siya ng mga artist mula sa Manila, kung sinong artist meron doon, o ikaw kakanta na, ikaw magnanarrate ito, ikaw naman magnanarrate 90s, with a fantastic voice, gagawa ako ng role na para ikaw nanay ng warden para na makanta yung kanta na to. So there's a lot of that. So when Paolo looked at the material, he says, I had to find real purpose for why these characters are singing these particular songs. And the first thing that he decided was, this is Joseph the Dreamer. So he was going to highlight that Joseph dreams a lot. So there's a lot of refiguring kung paano gawin yung dreams. That's why Mio's challenge is to create dreams. There's a lot of dream sequences. And one of the first things that he did was to put the women, because there were hardly any women in the past. Puro lang. Ang ginawa niya ngayon, ang main narrator now, but I can't reveal what the character is a woman who begins from the beginning till the end, and only in the end will you notice, kaya pala siya. And we were so lucky to find this girl. So for those of you who aren't in theater, Kayla is like the Atlantis princess, right? She does all the leads of Atlantic princess. And like I said, Paolo was very careful choosing his cast, and we were just waiting. Ang daming magagaling na nag-audition. I kept saying, siya na, Paolo. Tito, I pray about it, pa, pero think about it, pa. Hindi siya natutulog. And then one day, out of the blue, he says, we've got Kayla Rivera. I said, how's that possible? I mean, pinapakura ni Bobby Garcia yan. Ano na nakuha yan? Because of this guy. May connection kasi eh. Kasi Kayla and Gab Pangilinan played Siamese twins. Gab is the girlfriend. And that's, I guess, so I'm just so happy she's here.
Yeah, so it was just, I was just with Gab and Mike one day, and then Gab was like, Kiki, you know, bagay ka sa Joseph the Dreamer. It's like, oh, really? Okay, so she sends a text to Kuya Pao, and then she goes, how about Kayla? So then, so I mean, eventually, and then also, see Mike then, you were also saying, yeah, bagay ka din. So then eventually it just came to be, and I'm so honored. Direct Bobby, I did talk to him about it. So it's okay.
To add, we all do just that.
He's like our father.
Si ano naman, si Nelsito is like the prince in Atlantis.
Yes, our assistant director.
Thank you, Bobby, for loaning.
No, but he's very generous. He said, go,
Yes,
share, enjoy, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Spread your wings, and he's just happy for us, you know, if we have the opportunity to perform and do what we love doing. So I'm so honored to be here amongst this entire team. Every day, I'm just, you know, being in the presence of every single person in this room, it just pushes us, you know, to go harder, to go out of our comfort zones. Like we were saying earlier, just going, yes, with the choreography, with MJ Arda, oh my gosh. In the rehearsal room, like I haven't had any roles previously that were really dancing. So this is really pushing me out of my comfort zone. And I mean, it's just an opportunity for us to grow. You know, it's tough in the beginning, but I was so stressed that I bought a puppy. Not only for that reason, but I do have a puppy now, and he's like our Joseph the Dreamer. He's a stressed puppy, but he's also like our mascot. So he comes to our rehearsals, and everyone just, he brings us all like love, and yeah, we're just, yeah. So I'm honored to be here, and thank you so much to Trumpets for having me. It's, oh, thank you.
Thank you and welcome to Trumpets, Kayla, and Joseph the Dreamer. Kaya hindi namin pinapunta dito si Carlo Rosa, ay ang kanyang role, kailangan yung abangan sa show. Carlo, sorry, hindi ko alam kung bakit wala siya dito. Pero abangan nyo, Carlo will be playing the role of Pharaoh. Gio, your words. Again, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagdalo. Again, we'll see you March 7.
Ano ba? That's the end.
Sorry.
February 21 episode.
March
7 ang katapusan.
Feb 21. And we... Pwede dito si Enzo, nakikita niya. Feb 21, Maybach Performing Arts Theater in BGC. Hanggang March 7. Ayan. Pero, we hope that you continue to support us kasi this will be the start of many things for Trumpets, right? Sir Audie?
We're passing it on to the next generation. Kasi ano na kami, retirement mode na kami. And I'm so happy after looking across, we're in good hands.
Yes. Again, maraming salamat for joining us tonight, Gio.
Thank you so much to all our friends and family from the media. Just to let you know when the shows are happening, it's Feb 21, 8 p.m. That's the first show. Feb 22, Feb 23, Feb 28, Feb 29, March 1. And the final show, as I said, is March 7. It's an afternoon show at 3 p.m. We are excited to have you there. As they said, it is an all-star cast, one-of-a-kind show. JTV is finally back. 1989 to 2020. It's a show no one should miss.
31 years.
That's it. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much. It's a show that we all have to watch. Sa lahat na nangyayari ngayon, it's time to be inspired, to dream. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph the Dreamer.
Thank you so much for doing
Thank you. Please tell your friends, your family. I have a show on the 21st. Buy from that show. And the 29th also, Genesis night.